Hello and welcome back all of you my dear students to our another video. Now in the previous videos we have discussed a lot about the need of population survey, what is the role of population in the development of the society or the country, and we have again seen what are the different factors of the growth of population and all these things. So in the growth of population we have seen about birth rate, we have seen about death rate, we have seen about life expectancy, and again we have seen about migration. Now in our today's video we will be learning about in a little bit more detail about the distribution of the population. Now first of all, when we talk about distribution of population, before that we need to learn about density of population. Now what is meant by the density of this population? Now, as you know, you might have studied in physics about solid, liquid, and gaseous state. The density of the material which is more, okay, if the density is more, it means the solid state, and if it is less, it means the liquid and the gaseous state. So, what do we mean by density? It is that the number of particles in a particular set area. But in this case, when we are talking about density of population, it means the number of people that are living inside a particular area. So when we talk about an area, it might be more or it might be less, and the people that are living inside, the number might be also less and it might be also more. So depending on the per square kilometer, we decide how much people are living, we see how much people are living in that particular 1 square kilometer, and then we will find out the density of that population, okay, of that area. So the number of people that are living inside a particular area, if the number of these people is more, then we will say that it is having high density of population, and if the number of people that are living in that particular area is low, then we will say that the population density is less. So the same case, you see, we have to notice the distribution of population. Now what are the factors that will affect the distribution of population? It means that what are the factors that will affect the people to be crowding in one area, or what are the factors that will lead people to fly away from this particular area. Like it means what factors will affect the out migration of people and what factors will affect the in migration of people in certain area. So there are few factors that are divided into 4 different types. That is, first is the physical factor, second is the economical factor, third is the political factor, and the fourth is the social factor. So these are the broad classification of the factors that we have to study today, and in that all these 4 factors will affect the population in a particular area. So as we are talking about development, people also want to develop themselves, and they will look at every opportunity to go to the place where they will feel that they are getting developed. So that is why you see the people will kind of move regarding this particular factors, and they will consider some of them into their decisions while moving from one place and moving into another place. So let us study about the factors that are affecting this distribution of population on the entire planet. So the very first is the physical factor, and in that physical factor you see the most important is the climate. Now if the climate of a particular place is suitable for living, it is comfortable and it is not very severe, then you see the people will tend to move in that particular place and they will try to go there and they will live. The second one is the location. Now you see the location of the place will determine which type of climate will be in that particular place. So you see, if a particular country or a city is located near the equator, we all know that the equatorial part will get a lot of heat and sunlight in that particular year. So you see people over there are bound to get uncomfortable due to the excessive heat. So you see, the people who want to be in more hot regions, they will go in that place. But if we don't want to go into that much hot regions, we will not go in that place. We will move towards the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn areas. Now in the areas which are near the tropics, you see the temperature variation is not much, even though it is more, but it is having less temperature in particular time of year, and it is having a little bit more temperature in another time of year. Like you see, there are seasons like summer and winter, which are going all throughout the ages, like all throughout the year we can see different temperatures of the place. So that is why location of the particular place will also decide the density of the population. Then the third one is the relief. Now you see, relief can be helping or it might be adversely affecting the particular place. What it does is that it blocks the clouds which are bringing the rain towards a place. Now if the mountain ranges is high, what will happen? The clouds will be blocked, and on the one side there will be a lot of rainfall, but on the another side there will be a drought-like situation. Okay, there will be a famine on the another side. There will be no rainfall in that particular another region. So that is why all the people will try to migrate on the right side of that particular mountain where there is the rainfall, and on the left side there will be no particular population of the people that are living. So you can notice this in the case of Himalayas. What happens is that when the monsoon clouds are traveling towards the China and the northern region, the Himalayan mountains trap all the clouds. They will trap all the clouds over there and they will not let them pass in that Chinese region. So that is why this Chinese region will not get the monsoon rain. But you see, the region that are the Himachal Pradesh, again UP, Bihar, and again all these areas of Haryana, they will get a lot of rainfall. And you see, that is why all these places are agriculturally very cultivable. Okay, the land is very cultivable over there. So that is the factor of the relief. Now the next part is the soil that is present in that places. Now if the soil is fertile, then you see the people will go in that place for agriculture and they will start their farming activities. They will grow their own food. So if the soil is more fertile, then you see more people will be living in that areas of more fertile soil. And the areas where there is less soil fertility, you can see, of course, the people will start migrating away from that place because there is no availability of the soil. And due to that non-availability of particular fertile soil, what happens is that you see the people will go away due to scarcity of food, because if they cannot grow their own food on their own land, why then what is the point of living on that place? So they will be migrating from that particular area. So that is one point of soil. Then the minerals available in that particular place. Now you see, if mineral resources are much denser in that place, it will give rise to the mining industries. So if you see, you might have heard about coal mines, you might have heard about gold mines, silver, iron, bauxite, all these things that we dig out from the sites. So what we see is that wherever there is more amount of mineral resources into this particular soils, we will find that all the people will try to go there and they will try to extract these minerals and then they will use them in the industries. So this is all about the physical factors that affects the distribution of population. The next is the economical factor. In that economical factor, you see the availability of job was one of the most important factors that we look at when we talk about economics. So if there are agricultural activities done in a particular place, if there are a lot of industries deriving out of that agriculture sector, and if there are a lot of job opportunities in that place, then people will surely migrate in that place. Now you see, when we talk about physical factors, in that I told you about soil. Now if this soil is good, fertile, and it is cultivable, what will happen is that agriculture will be supported in that particular place. Now agriculture can be also supposed as an economical factor for that region. If agriculture is good, then people in that place living, like they will be moving in that place, and there will be migration in that phase, in that place, and there will be a lot of public living in that particular region for this economical factor of agriculture. So you see, in our place in Nandurbar district, you see a lot of agricultural activities are done. A lot of cotton, a lot of bananas, again papayas, then wheat, and all these different things are produced in the land that is over here. And due to that, what happens is that it gives the rise to the industries. Like you might have seen, there is a cotton industry, there is a ginning mill, there is a pressing mill, again there is a sugar factory. So you see, these types of agricultural activities will give rise to the industries in that particular sector, in that particular area. And this industries and agriculture, both the combination of both of these will produce the employment. And that is why you see, due to this production of employment, we will get the economical stability of every individual. And due to that economical stability, people will surely want to move in such places. Then the next thing is urbanization and transportation system and the markets available in that places. Now if the markets are very good and available, then people will surely go there for whatever the needs of those people are. So if they want clothes, if they want cars, if they want education, if they want all these different type of things, and if the place that they are living in, if that place provides everything, then these people will also surely transport over there and they will migrate in that place. Then the next topic is the political factor. Now in the political factor, you see the most important factor of migration is the war. Now you see a lot of countries wage wars against each other. That there might be different reasons, but you see the people are the most distressed in that particular situation. So what happens is that people migrate from their place, they out migrate from that regions of war to the peaceful regions. So that is one factor. Then again, the political instability. If you might have seen that if a particular government passes some laws that are not in the favor of the public, then the public will try to leave that particular place and they will again migrate in another region. And then government policies are also there. You might have seen that in the case of Citizenship Amendment Act in India, and again the farmers bills, like how many protests are going on in that particular on that particular policies. So that is what concerns the public, and if it is in the favor of the public and if public understands, then it will be good for all of the people, or otherwise there will be all this protest and everything will be going on in around the country. So that is what are the political factors. And the next are the social factors. Now social factors will include the race, religion, caste, then ethnicity of the people, and the culture also, culture and language also. So you see most of the states in our country are made up on this particular thing only, language, right? All these Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Gujarat, again Tamil Nadu, Bengal, all these states are divided on the basis of language. So in Maharashtra you will speak Marathi, in Madhya Pradesh you will speak Hindi, in Gujarat you will speak Gujarati. So now you see what we have done is that we have divided all these particular people into the languages that they speak. So that is why in Gujarat they will be speaking Gujarati, in Madhya Pradesh they will be speaking Hindi, in Maharashtra they will be speaking more of the Marathi language. Again in Andhra Pradesh and that side you go, there will be Malayalam, Telugu, again all these different languages, right? Again in Bengal there is Bengali, Odisha is Oriya, again Bhojpuri in Bihar, and all these places. So that is what you see, we again distribute all the population based on all these particular aspects that we have to see. So you see these are all included in such 4 different broad categories that you see. First is the physical factor, second is the economical factor, third is the political factor, and fourth is the social factor. So all this population is distributed on the basis of few factors that we have just seen. Now in the social factor we have also learnt about the religion. Okay, religion will be also one of the important factor in society, that every population will be distributed. So you see Hindu community is differently living, then Muslim community, again the Jains, then Sikhs, again all these different religion people, they all live in their own community, in their own society. So that is how the distribution of population is done in all these countries. So I hope you might have got to understood what are the different causes of population distribution and how it affects the density of particular region. So that's all for today's topic, and we will meet in another video with next topic. Until then, have a nice week and bye.